In the shade, we're giving away the friends by our side. We'll seize the day, your turn to die. Emotions run high. In this world of stories, together we fly.
Welcome back to the shed.
We're back. You know what we're playing.
More Kill Cure. Let's get right into it.
Yup.
Are you sure someone will come looking for us?
Positive. Once my supporters notice my absence, they'll surely spare no expense for a search party.
Hero, there really are more people. Hold on. Holy shit. Is your skin blue? Ah, please don't be scared. We're not bad guys, I think. You think?
You two, please lower your voices. You might frighten someone.
Sorry, big guy.
Are you two also kidnapped Ultimates? Indeed so. The 4 of us were already worrying enough, but if there's 7 more, or even more, well, yeah, there's not 7. Did you two...
come from one of those stupid escape thingies?
How did you know what I was going to say? I didn't know what you were
I'm
talking
psychic! Oh, it's my psychic ability!
Sayaka Maizono type shit.
See the flower on my head? It's like an antenna. She's dead. She's gonna die.
Yeah.
Really?
Cool, though.
Nope! I don't even know what it is! It just grew out of my skull one day, and I've learned to live with it. It's super cute though, isn't it? Oh, yeah, totally.
Maru leans over to me with a poorly veiled grimace.
This bitch is crazy. Do you think she's like a real life Frankenstein or something?
Maru, that's rude. Clearly she's going for more of a zombie look. Come on. Anyway, yes. We did come from an escape room. It was horrifying. I assume you two also completed one? Precisely. And it wasn't just us. We had 2 other compatriots as well.
Precisely.
Precisely.
But both of them ditched us. They were really, really mean. One of them called me a smurf, and the other one just ignored me.
Smurf. It's alright. I'm sure they were merely affected by the stress of the situation.
Let's ditch them too, big man and blue girl. Wait, oh, sorry. Let's ditch them too, big man and blue girl against the world.
Huh. Setting that aside, you're both in the same situation as us, correct? Given our circumstances, would it be acceptable to share our names?
You know, I'm normally hesitant about introducing myself to shady types, but considering I'm basically a kidnapped celebrity at this point, who cares?
Shady? What are you insinuating?
It's because of your skin.
It's because of my what? I just echoed off the walls.
What? I'm Maru Yokokume, the pretty well-known ultimate activist. And my buddy over there is Puzzle Dude.
Hiroaki Uzuki, Ultimate Apprentice. It's nice to meet you. Likewise. My full name is Yato Stone Crown.
Damn.
Though I'm reluctant to flaunt such a grandiose title. I am known as the Ultimate Mayor.
That is a dope name.
Yeah, that is a fucking
Yato Stone Crown.
Bro, like, he's wearing that Stone Crown. Bro, low-key cool.
That is a D&D name if I ever heard one.
So real. Mayor? Yes, for 2 glorious, prolific years. I was the mayor of a small resort town in the American state of North Dakota. I've put my political career on hold to attend Bitokukawa as an exchange student, and plan to learn much in the way of statecraft and leadership before I return. I knew I always mess the name. I know Bitokukawa had a...
Fuck!
Shit! I know I knew Bitokukawa had a strong foreign presence, but an actual mayor as an exchange student? Okay. Shit.
I see.
What is that glare for?
Nothing. Just making sure you're not corrupt.
I would never dream of such a thing. My office values transparency above all else.
That's what all politicians say.
Well, I would argue that I'm quite different from them. One can't exactly read my mind, but I assure you I work for the common people, not for self-enrichment.
Okay. You got a list of the bills you've passed. You got a list of the bills you passed?
Not on hand.
Stop! Halt! Cease! Desist! Can we not fight, please? I have something better to focus on. I have been planning out my introduction for like 5 minutes now, and I think I'm finally ready for it.
You've been planning?
Of course! How else am I supposed to make a memorable first impression?
Your appearance has already made one, that's for sure.
Blue girl. My name is
Fucking
Fan. Fan Long. If we're getting down to business, though, some call me Flower Pot, Fanny Pack, or the Lavender Lab Rat.
I like her.
And I've been awarded the super special awesome talent of, drumroll please, the ultimate human subject.
You can't hear it. I have an expression on, but I was drum rolling. I really like her. It's funny.
The ultimate what?
Is that why her skin is like that?
What's the matter? Has my dramatic entrance left you speechless? No, that's totally immoral. What kind of scumbag academy awards child experimentation? Well, I was already a teenager when I got my first injection, and I'm even older now. I knew coming to this place was a bad idea. What? But we get free food. That's what you're worried about? Not your skin being a color it most definitely shouldn't be? You look like the aftermath of a Sharpie bath gone wrong.
Real.
First off, shouldn't be has a lot of uncomfortable implications. Second, what's a Sharpie?
Now. Let's not get all worked up. Perhaps there's strong reasoning behind Fan's ultimate title. I'm sure we can resolve these qualms you have with the academies diplomatically. Yeah.
As in the same academy that kidnapped us? Seriously, I'm still not over this student spit roast. And now you want me to excuse this? Oh, I should explain, probably. It all started with the charity I founded, called the Foundation for Altruism and Nurturing Project. Doesn't it sound cute? It's fake.
Yeah. I'm afraid to say I'm unfamiliar with it.
It's a foreign charity, dummy, that's why!
Oh, you must be another exchange student then. I know Bitokukawa always accepts 4 of them every year.
I wonder who the other exchange students are. Yep.
Yeah.
I was born in China. I've actually lived in Laos for most of my life. That's next to Vietnam for all you non-geographers. Geographers? Anyways, my charity helps support sick children by funding research for new treatments. You can't release drugs without testing them on humans first, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a more passionate lab rat.
A selfless and inspiring story. I can learn quite a bit from you, Fan.
I love the dynamic.
Yeah, it's cute.
Thanks! I guess you're not a dummy after all.
Oh, stop.
Oh, stop it, you.
Stop. You forgive me.
Oh, I'm blushing. I'm
blushing over here. Come on.
Well, it does make a bit more sense. Though, there's no way any drug reaches, there's no way that any drug that reaches human trials would permanently dye someone's skin blue. Are you sure your charity isn't like a scam or something? Maru! I'm wounded by your plaintive words.
I need to end this before it gets any further. You two mentioned your other teammates, right? Do you have any clue where they are? Small one, likely concealed himself inside one of the puzzle rooms.
Oh, that's the Redditor.
Yeah. As for the other girl, I have no idea, unfortunately. She stormed outside before we could get a word out of her.
Outside? We were just out there a minute ago. Oh, that's the wrong person.
Yeah, sure.
Outside, but we were just out there a minute ago.
That presents a problem, then. You see, Fan and I were about to depart in search of them, but I wish to ease her doubts about our situation first.
If you see that girl, could you beat her up for me? Maybe a punch or two? Get a good fits in and...
Fan? Enough!
I'm
Please?
fucking joking! Calm down! Violence is like super bad and stuff.
I don't know what a joke is. Keeping an eye on you.
I was never able to joke all my life.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not my doctor! I don't even have a medical license.
Anyways, Maru and I would be happy to help you look.
I would.
Yes, you said one of them was inside a puzzle room. We'll start there then. I appreciate it, Hiroaki. Yes, I think it was the room on the far right. If we find anyone, we'll let you know.
Let's just search it quickly so we can get out of here. Good luck!
A reluctant Maru tails me as I enter the room.
It's the same furnace room.
Yeah, back to it. Where are they?
Where you at, homie? Ugh, that blue girl is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Really? I couldn't tell.
Shut it, you. Didn't you see her? She's like a dolled-up troll. Not to mention that drug testing thing is suspicious as hell. Who knows what she's on, man?
That's taking it a bit too far, Maru. You should be kinder to her. We don't know the full details, so we shouldn't make assumptions.
Okay, Miss,
Congeniality.
Congeniality? I still ain't trusting it. Now, let's just see what's in this room.
Okay.
Ooh, investigation.
Yeah, let's take a look around.
Enter.
What's going on in here?
Oh,
It's so bright.
that was really bright.
Hey. Maru approaches a cabinet at the center of the room, and yeah, she looks at it, I guess. Is something wrong?
No, I just feel icky presence flowing from this cupboard. It's also breathing, so there's that.
She reaches to open it, but...
Oh, CG? Oh, shit.
Oh, hello. Is this me?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh, is it the fucking nerd?
Yeah, it's the nerd, the Redditor guy.
Oh.
That cut out, but I got the gist.
Okay, you got the gist.
What the?
Get away from me! Kidnappers! Thieves! Murderers! Dentists! Dentist? He jumped out in front of a station, startled Maru. Fucking dentist? For real? Who sent you? It was that guy from the Uno debate, wasn't it? I knew he had to be a stubborn little fucknugget to argue with me for over a year, but I never thought he would have me abducted. You can't play a draw two on another draw two! It's against the rules!
Yes, you can. It's called stacking. Hero, what the ever-living fuck is he talking about?
Whoa, calm down. We've been trapped here, just like you. Really? Don't try to pull that shit. You assaulted me in my hiding spot.
You could have left an occupied sign or something.
How did you even fit? That cupboard is way too small for any normal-sized human being. You've been brought here to insult me, haven't you? I'm onto your tricks, you line-reading ingrates! No. Yato and Fanfan asked us to look for you. Yeah. Them! Well, I'm fine, thank you very much. I'm going back in the closet now. I do not wish to be disturbed. It's a cupboard. Wait, what's your name?
Yeah, you're an ultimate, right? Oh, ew.
Why are you laughing? I'm merely envisioning you peons' expression the moment you learn who I am. The cosmos will speak of your downfall for eons to come.
Okay. Don't keep us all in suspense.
Behold, worms! Gaze upon the majesty of the ultimate form admin, Shoko Otaki! Defy me, and I'll scour your name from the halls of the World Wide Web!
Fucking loser.
Fucking...
Kokichiyama if he was a loser.
Well, has my greatness eroded your minds too severely to speak? Or maybe you peasants have started to fathom the god that you're up against. Oh my god. Nice to meet you, Shoko.
Same, I guess.
Impossible! You mean you don't even know who I am? That's perfectly reasonable, to be honest.
Eh? For some reason, I thought you wouldn't take that very well.
Well, why would you know who I am? I've only been an ultimate for like 3 weeks. I only said what I said to test if you two were like stalkers or something. And here I was thinking that you were about to go on a shocking tirade about our ignorance. No real ultimate would partake in that kind of obscene, narcissistic behavior. Certainly for someone with a passion for justice as strong as mine.
Justice? That's a lot of hype for a forum admin.
Please, without people like me, there would be chaos, legions of bots, irrelevant posts, and detestable content polluting your online experience.
I am a god to these peasants.
I am Reddit! Because of my selfless and unpaid sacrifice, the internet is actually usable.
No memes in the general chat.
Rule 1, no memes in Gen. Please.
Do you remember when we got banned from a server for spamming in the spam channel?
I do remember that shit. That was crazy.
Why are you doing that?
Doing what?
Why do you keep on enunciating random words in the middle of your sentences?
It's called emphasis!
It's called yelling, actually.
Maru, stop being cruel. But yeah, I do agree it does get a little distracting. Undo! Undo! Rewrite! Undo! What the... This introduction is bringing to light too many of my flawed personality traits. I implore you to forget this conversation! He scurries back into his cupboard and slams it shut, which is especially impressive because I never saw a handle on the inside.
Yeah, how did he go from loser to kind of base to back to loser?
Yeah, that guy's funny as shit.
What even?
I think he got embarrassed.
Well, he did manage to find. We did manage to find him in his fun-sized glory. I guess we should tell Yato and Fan, right?
I guess so.
Yato, Fan.
I got yelled at during all that. But I had to pop off.
What up, gamers?
My guy.
Welcome back, guys. Good job on finding one of our missing teammates.
Indeed. I would have never expected that he'd stow away in a wardrobe. An exciting development. Ah, you must have overheard everything from the other room. His volume was difficult to miss.
You probably could have, helped instead of standing around. At the very least, a warning about his mannerisms sure would have been nice. We don't want to trouble you any further, but even though I kind of wanted you to beat her up, I'm starting to get worried about our other teammate.
Yes, we took a look outside while you were gone, and she truly seems to have disappeared. Could you give us a few details about her appearance? Regrettably, I don't recall too much about her. I was a bit preoccupied with the puzzles.
I remember giving her many nicknames, but I don't think Yato would approve of most of them. We should call her Girl A!
What does the A stand for? Absent, I presume? AWOL?
A fucking loose. Let's not get into that. Girl asshole. Well, I guess that's all we have to work with. Say, why don't you come back with us to the main chamber? We can introduce you to our teammates as well. Bring Napoleon, too. I don't want him lurking here by himself.
A loud cry of, "I heard that!" echoes from one of the inner rooms. Right. We'll make sure he accompanies us. Until we meet again. Good luck, you two.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Maybe it's time to check up on Busho and Momoe.
Momoe.
Busho. Busho and Momoe.
Busho.
Busho.
Busho
and Momoe.
Hello, Busho.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Momoe and I have finished exploring the leftward passage. Turns out we're not alone! Would you like to meet them while Momoe and I explore the remaining hallway? Sure, we also met new people, but I think it would be best if you didn't bother them too much.
Maru.
I see. I'll trust your judgment. Momoe and I will be off then.
Right. You sure let us know if you find anyone else.
Have fun, you two. I think you'll get along with them swimmingly. I sure hope so.
Yeah, you can say that again. Let's see what we got here.
Oh shit.
I
It's
have...
Grace Madison.
True. Yeah, you have the girl. I have the guy.
No, I have the guy, you have the girl.
Oh, am I reading the wrong tier list? Because on mine it says I have the guy. Let me look. You sent another one.
Oh, did I switch them?
Yeah, no, I do have the guy. You have the girl.
Hold on. Where do you see that one?
The recording channel. The recording channel. So you have the orange-haired girl with the beanie, and then I have the black-haired guy with the...
Oh, that's a dude.
Oh!
I thought you were talking about the
And
the
the
black
black hair one's a girl?
this. Oh, I don't know.
This is a person.
I know this is a guy.
Yeah.
Not sure about them, but I know that
Okay.
they're voiced by Grace's voice actor.
Okay, so I guess we'll see.
You have them and her.
Oh, yeah, neat. Okay.
We'll go with Grace first.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh, who is this? Oh wait, do I have this person too?
Yes.
No, you do. Oh, I do actually. It's the person with the top with the little hat. Top of the morning to ya.
Yo, where the hell did you come from?
Oh, did I startle ya? My bad, my bad. Busho and Momoe told me you two might be heading on over to greet us. It was Hiro and Maru, right? That's right. And you? Toya Imamura, the ultimate Broadway dancer. Hello, bonjour, groove Guti and my Govani. Govene. Pleasure making an acquaintanceship with ya. Interesting person. She's funny, though.
Hiro, we've got another shouter on our hands. Seriously, what, was the runt not enough?
What did you say? I said, what'd you say? Can you repeat that? She takes out a comically shaped instrument and puts it to her ears. Only repeat it once, even though I said it twice. It's less confusing that way.
That's even more confusing.
I wonder if Maru noticed that she picked up a few of Shoko's speech patterns.
Shoko.
That's the Redditor.
Ugh. Seriously, why is every... Wait, are you hard of hearing? Ah, shoot, disregard everything I said. I'm definitely getting in trouble with the posse for this.
I getcha. It's hard for me to know if I'm speaking too loud, too soft, or speaking all, really. Don't be afraid to tell me if I can't read the room. And forgive me if I don't catch your words on the first try. I can usually... Oh, I didn't even catch my own words, sorry. I can usually make out what people are saying by focusing, but I ain't perfect.
Whoops.
And he had one too. I don't mind if that happens. I wouldn't want to be too demanding or anything. Believe me, honey, I can get really awkward sometimes. Once, I gave a full emotion speech to my sister. Really poured my heart and soul into it. Didn't cheer her up at all. Thought I gave a lousy speech, I did. Turns out she couldn't hear a darn thing I said. Talk about a waste of breath.
Oof, I feel that. That's why I always carry a megaphone with me for rallies.
That's why I wanted to go to school here, as a matter of fact. Before I lost most of my hearing in that accident, I relied on music during my performances to keep in step. Suffice to say, I can't exactly do that anymore. The Kaizen from this here school said that I wasn't out of luck just yet, though. They told me I could learn to feel muscular vibration. Musical vibration. To tell you the truth, it was mostly a bunch of fancy words I couldn't quite wrap my head around, but I figured I was worth a shot. That's interesting. So, you'd be using your sense of touch to stay on the beat, rather than your sense of hearing. Once I learn everything I need, I'll be back to the spotlight, dazzling audiences the world over with my stage performance of Waltzing in the Sunshine.
Oh, that's awesome. I watched a translated version of that musical when I was a kid.
Do you happen to be an exchange student from America? Sure am, Pumpkin. My sister and I have been performing in the States our whole lives. We lived in a teeny tiny trailer, doing stage practice round the clock. But I'll tell you now, after going through all that, nothing's gonna stop us from reaching our goals, not even getting kidnapped. I'm gonna be one of the greats, like Beethoven, Ben Franklin, and Louis Braille.
Actually, I think that last guy's blind.
Duh, because he died like 170 years ago. Can't see nothing but dirt, wood, and worms. Plus he probably don't got eyeballs no more. That got very macabre. I'm curious, how do you view this whole situation? Getting kidnapped and forced to do life-threatening escape rooms. I figured that I was having some kind of crazy dream, so I didn't pay much attention to anything till I realized I wasn't one. I gave my teammates a hell of a headache during those puzzles, I tell ya. Especially because my tablet thingy didn't even work.
Sheesh, talk about bad luck.
Can we talk to your teammates? Maybe they have some more information. Y'all don't need to ask my permission. Go right ahead. At her prompting, we approached the other pair of students in the room. And lo, it was at that moment I witnessed before my very own eyes the legendary 8-headed snake demon Yamata no Orochi.
No way, that's crazy. Ooh, what happened next?
Upon the sight of such a magnificent creature, I...
Hey, you two! Wait, are you missing an arm? Or am I seeing things?
Maru, you can't just... Since you insist on hearing the outcome of our great conflict, I'll skip to that part. My arm was lost in combatants with the Great Serpent. 'Twas a Pyrrhic victory that day, for I severed 2 of its titanic heads at the cost of my beloved limb.
Bro, what? What has spoiled the ending? I was so engaged. Don't ask stupid questions that'll be answered by the end. It always ruins the story. Sorry?
No worries. I have more tales to tell, many of which outshine my climactic duel with the 8-forked serpent. 'Tis the nature of being the ultimate angler, you see, for I seem to be drawn in the monsters that dwell in the depths.
Angler? Like catching fish?
Yes, and the name forever attached to its history, the person you see before you, Iki Namiki. Though you may also call me Namiki, conqueror of the stars and the abyss.
The Golden Koi.
I like this guy, girl, person, thing, human being.
Conqueror of the stars and the abyss? That's so fucking sick, dude.
I like this guy. If you don't mind me asking, how do you fish with only one hand? I doubt you'd be able to understand. The art of one-armed fishing is too arcane for mortals to realize. Actually, I do have some fishing experience. I wasn't amazing at it, but I was apprenticeship to a famous sailor during summer break.
You guys are all so cool and interesting. I barely have any epic stories to my name. Are you like not an ultimate or something? Damn. I don't even look the part. I mean, I guess I'm pretty basic, but... My name's Monzo Shibui, the ultimate stuntman. And you?
Hello, Monzo. Monzo Shibui.
Maru Yokokume, activist. And he's Hiroaki... Oh my god.
Uzbekistan.
That's right! Ultimate.
That's not even close.
Bruh.
Bruh.
These talents and names keep getting crazier and crazier. How am I supposed to keep up with this level of power creep? At this point, I should forfeit my talent to Namiki, the Conqueror. He does way more dangerous shit than me. All I do is help out Ma at her movie studio.
Conqueror of the stars and the abyss. That last part is the most important. I'm a legendary hero, not some bloodthirsty warlord.
Oh, you do stunt work for your mother's studio? That's cool. My stepmother's studio, thank you very much. An ultimate shouldn't judge things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, you know.
You know, I'm pretty sure it's possible to lose your talent if someone beats you during the annual challenge, that is. It's rare to underperform, but
Are you trying to boost my confidence? I genuinely can't tell.
ha! Those tests are useless. No one could ever replace me.
And how do you know?
Well, no other angler in the past century has laid their eyes on the legendary 17-spotted golden koi. Am I wrong?
Golden Koi.
Shh. Don't scare it off now. It's an elusive creature that flees at the slightest noise. Many liken it to a fable, but I've seen it with my own two eyes. It's truly a sight to behold, and it's said to grant years of endless luck to those who glimpse it. Also, it's often confused with the 16-spotted golden koi, a fish married by its abundance, insignificance, and mediocrity.
Oh, I definitely want to see the 17-spotted one, even if the only difference is a single black blotch.
Well, it's not a simple feat, after all. The koi is what took my feeble arm.
What? Hold on, didn't you just say you lost your arm to a snake demon? This just became even more bogus than it already was.
Oh. You see, I lost half of it to that 8-forked serpent, and the other half to the koi of legend. 2 and 2, yin and yang, each part of a greater whole. Now neither half remains.
Bro, that's tragic. You utter horseshit, and utter horseshit. Hey, don't be rude. This is probably a tough subject for the Conqueror of the Stars and the Abyss. Imagine all the suffering he went through. God, you're more gullible than an 8-year-old who forwards chainmail. Come on, hero, let's get out of here.
Oh, bye Monzo and, Namiki the Conqueror. Stars. Abyss.
Huh.
Shaking her head exhaustedly, Maru leads me over to the remaining person in the room. Hey there. Sorry about my teammates. They were unreliable during the escape room. Busho told me you were from the summer team. The 4 of us are the autumn team, by the way. I see. Seems like these escape rooms have a season motif, just like Bitokukawa does. What do you mean? You didn't know? The entire school campus is designed around the 4 seasons. Each area its own plants, buildings, colors, schemes, everything. To tell you the truth, I'm pretty new to this whole Bitokukawa business. I'm Naomi Danjuma, Ultimate Architect, and exchange student from Nigeria. I hope we can get along.
Hell yeah.
Bad as hell.
Yeah, she's cute.
For real. She must be the last exchange student then. That must be why she's not familiar with the school. Yeah, this room is overcrowded with my characters. What made you come all the way to Japan? One of my family friends is a devoted collector of traditional Japanese art, and I've been asked to design a new public gallery for him. Graduating from Bitokukawa with an ultimate title would really help his gallery's
We
prestige.
still have 3 characters left each. I wonder how they're gonna fit.
True. I see. Oh, I'm Hiroaki Uzuki, the ultimate apprentice. Sorry you ended up in this situation.
And I'm Mara Yokume, ultimate activist. Hold your applause.
I'm impressed. It probably wasn't easy to get those titles. Architecture seems pretty tough. Oh, architecture seems pretty tough as well. I met a few architects when I worked for a carpenter a few years ago. They're very hardworking people.
Yeah, it's like an art thing and a math thing at the same time. Isn't it hard to use both sides of your brain?
Oh, you must have misunderstood. I meant that it probably requires strong connections to get the administration to agree to those talents.
Oh. Connections? I mean, I know some of the staff, but I wouldn't say...
Panic wells up in my chest, but I managed to quash it. Well, everyone who gets into the school uses them, right? I thought about going for a more extravagant title, but my art collector friend pointed out that we didn't have anyone on the inside who knew us. He proposed that a simple and straightforward talent, along with a sizable donation, would maximize our chances. Props to you for being able to pull off Ultimate Apprentice, though. Could you introduce me to some of your administrators? Excuse me?! It takes me a second to realize I'm shouting.
I suddenly am not a big fan of her.
I love this. Antagonist!
Hey, Hiro said he got admitted because of all the different jobs he had, and he means it. He didn't ask any bigwigs to help him out, and he certainly didn't have some fancy pants art collector make a sizable donation on his behalf.
Yeah! With enough effort, I can excel at any task I commit myself to. I've been able to adapt to every job I've taken on so far. That's why I'm the Ultimate Apprentice. I can't speak for you, but I would never try to game the administration process.
I like that her palms are lighter.
Yeah, it is a cute detail. Is that so?
Yeah, this guy knows how to do all sorts of stuff. I think Superman even called him the Ultimate.
I mentioned carpentry, but there's also plumbing, masonry, sailing. If I listed them all, we'd be here a while. Don't get me wrong, it's impressive that you can do all that. But I just find it hard to believe that something as vague as putting effort into things and being kind of good at them could be seriously considered.
Oh, and he's super helpful during the escape room. He knows a lot of random trivia, which totally makes sense because, well, that's his talent.
Well then, if that's how it really is, then I apologize for making assumptions. I thought everyone here was in the same boat I was. Well, we aren't! We're nothing like you, actually! Sorry for hitting a nerve. How about we just forget about this conversation, then? I assume there's more people out there you need to meet. I can't tell if that's is that a pen, or is that like a vape, or like a pipe?
I think it's a pen.
Ah, okay. That alright with you?
Let's go, Hiro.
Guess I'll take you a bit longer to cool off. It's fine by me. See you around. I expect we'll be stuck with each other for some time. I really like all my characters so far. I really like the Nishiki guy.
The Golden Koi.
Yeah, he's cool. He's like Gundam.
No sign of Girl A in that area. Only a bunch of weird and rude people. Though the Broadway lady was fun. Are you still bummed up about what Miss High Society over there said about your talent? Don't let it get to you. I mean, she's probably the one who, only one who thinks like that. Or at least the only one rude enough to say it out loud. For now, let's just focus on finding everyone and getting out of here. If it comes up again, talk to me and I'll help you out, okay?
Thanks, Maru. That means a lot.
Look. Momoe and Busho are back. Let's go talk to them and see if they found anyone else.
Maru dashes over to greet the remaining unexplored passengers. Momoe turns around and motions for her to be quiet.
I wonder which girl is Girl A. Shh! Busho's almost got them out of here!
It's the glasses one. Muffled voices come from the other side of the door. Somewhat unexpectedly, Busho responds rather loudly.
No, soy sauce is not an instrument. Oh, I get that reference.
Yeah.
Wasabi is not an instrument either.
It's like SpongeBob. I hear a chorus of rustling creaks cascade from the other side of the door, along with a loud, startled yelp. As the climber begins to subside, the door opens, and for a moment, I feel a familiar flood of sensation, the same sensation that had threatened to swallow me whole when I first activated the Cocoa Pad. Only this time, it fades in an instant.
It's the couponer in a shopping cart.
Oh shit. I blink a few times, shake my head, and refocus on the ultimate side exit the escape room. Yeah. We knew he froze to death in there! Whoever made this escape room is a psychopath. What kind of lunatic wastes that much air conditioning just to torture four helpless innocents?
Well, if everyone had pitched in like we were supposed to, we'd have gone out much sooner.
I told you the correct answers several times, as a matter of fact. It was your own stubbornness that led you astray.
To be fair, you were pretty obtuse with your hints. I could barely understand you. This appears to be the last group of ultimates that have been trapped here. Apart from the locked circular room, we have explored every entrance leading out from the central area. Unfortunately, there's no exit to be found just yet. Wait, we're in the last place? What the hell? You made us, into witless laughingstocks, Annie Apostle.
I will pray for you. Should we break this up?
Let them have their fun. I'm worn out.
It takes a while, but the heated arguments of the winter team slowly begin to peter out. I have so many, proper sounding loud people. I
Yeah.
should go talk to all of them, though. I worry I might become the next target of their verbal abuse. Let's see what we got here.
Tragic. Simply tragic. What's up? All my valuables have been stolen. That's what's up. My 3 gold watches, my 2 silver bracelets, my 5 diamond rings. All in the hands of some nameless puzzle-obsessed vagabond. That's rough, man. I hope they didn't get their hands on the key to the pawn shop. Even then, seems like I should be counting my blessings. Many of the people here had their clothes stolen right off their backs. I'll never forgive our kidnappers for forcing these poor souls into ragged garments. Really? That's terrible. It truly is. My buzzcut friend over there is one... my buzzcut friend here is one of the... What? Is one of this heinous...
One of these heinous criminals, unfortunate victims.
Yes!
Yeah.
Actually,
Absolutely.
I've had these clothes on since before I was kidnapped. So you're saying you wear this stuff normally? Yeah, I do.
Hell yeah!
What about you, blonde man with silly hair?
Wait.
Wait, is this still him?
Yeah, I guess.
My fashion instinct says your outfit is made from repurposed 50-year-old thrift shop donations. Clearly, our kidnappers held you at gunpoint and forced you to debase yourself with this stylistic debauchery.
No, this uniform is brand new, actually.
Oh, dear God!
He melodramatically clutches at his chest, gasping for air.
Call an ambulance. I'm going to cure creditor's arrest. Hey, so we only came over here to introduce ourselves. I didn't expect to get caught up in the medical drama. These people are a rowdy bunch, huh? Not so different from my clients, now that I think about it. I'm Kunitaro Higa, the ultimate pawnbroker. If you ever need a trustworthy person to take all your most prized possessions, I'm your man.
I like him. He's like Kanji. He kind of reminds me of Kanji.
He looks like if Junpei Iori dyed his hair.
Low key. He's got the stubble.
You can call me Taro if you like. I don't mind. Well, that's unexpected. I've always imagined pawnbrokers to be like old fat business dudes with spectacles. That was my grandfather. He passed the pawn shop down to me when I was 17. I've been running it ever since. Apparently, it did well enough to be recognized as an ultimate. Aside from bookkeeping and chatting up with my clients every once in a while, it's not that hard of a job.
That's a pretty cool trinket you have around your neck. Did it belong to one of your clients?
Oh, you mean the Jewel of Father Time? My family has been holding onto it for over 50 years. It's the most expensive item in our collection. Before he gave me the keys to the pawn shop, my grandpops told me to protect this stopwatch with my life until its owner finally returns. I carry it around with me 24/7.
Wow.
Why? Do you want to buy it?
Huh? Well, I don't think I could afford something with that price tag. It would help calm the nerves of Mr. Fashion Police over there.
It wouldn't. It really wouldn't. Not to give discounts. I mean, it clearly can't be worth much if no one wanted for over half a century.
Let me turn my mouse brush.
That was a joke. Isn't it like a little much to devote all that energy to a single client from all that time ago? I imagine it's because he barely had any clients. What kind of person would ever use a pawn shop? The mere thought of selling anything to some disreputable horror is bad enough. And yet, I have to pay them interest When I want my items back, extortion. Extortion, I say!
I think it's a fair enough deal. It works sort of like a bank, right?
The atmosphere in my pawn shop is certainly better than the bank's. There's fewer security guards and far less needless paperwork. Not to mention the modern bank's reliance on digital currency. I don't know why people would ever entrust their money into such a fallible tech. Natural disaster, data breach, hell. Disgruntled employee unplugs the server, boom, life savings gone.
Is that really how it works? There have to be safeguards against that kind of thing.
Of course there are. What's this Luddite?
What Luddite?
This Luddite doesn't have any idea what he's talking about. Lacking both fiscal and fashion sense. My, what a combination. Be grateful I'm the one more charitable members of my family for even agreeing to speak to you. Your family? Who are you exactly? You've probably never heard of us. We're far too classy to flaunt our prestige, like the so-called elite often do. You stand in the presence of Anji Itagaki, the ultimate tailor, and heir to the Itagaki fashion empire.
Oniji Itagaki. Cool.
Wait, your stores are the ones that keep on playing Christmas music in September, aren't they? Despicable. You're not only torturing your retail workers with long hours and low pay, but ear-splitting vocals as well. Look, I'm not reasonable for what my family does, okay? I barely even talk to them. Buddy, pal, you're the one who brought them up. That's only because I was trained to do so. Itagaki greetings have been standardized for decades. In casual conversation, I focus less on them and more on my individual achievements. Case in point, this 100 million yen suit that I tailored myself. Stylish, isn't it? It was valued by the ultimate appraiser himself. Wow, I didn't even know clothing could cost that much. I'll give you 1,000 for it. No.
The value of that suit is probably inflated anyway.
Yeah, it's much easier to bribe an appraiser than it is to make a suit that costs that much. Especially when that said suit looks like something out of a rejected card game anime. Why, you expose me to your horrid fashion sense, forcing me into a medical emergency, falsely claiming that my family tortures workers with time-inappropriate holiday spirit. You've insulted me for long enough. I will no longer tolerate you or this conversation. Leave at once, and don't return until you recognize the privilege of my company.
We can't leave. We're literally trapped here.
I'm done talking to you. Don't worry about him. He'll calm down eventually. He's like this with others as well.
Maru and I look at each other and shrug, before turning away from an increasingly incensed Oniji. We direct our sights to another among the Winter Team, Ultimates, who is furiously thumping away at a large and intricate book. Say, you guys haven't seen an espresso machine around here, have you?
Where'd you get that mug?
No? Where did you find that mug anyway? Seems like someone knows a hell of a lot about me, cause it was with me when I woke up.
Okay, Afumi. Best girl? Aw, thanks.
The cup refers to me, Pinky!
Says the girl wearing more pink than me. Plus, I'm the only one that can actually read it from this angle.
Touché, but you're still mistaken. Best girl has been with me through thick and thin. She's like a sister to me. She's provided me with hundreds, nay, thousands of bountiful bittersweet brews, a true source of unlimited power. Whatever temporary affinity you believe you have with this cup, it is meaningless. Only I am the best girl. Comprende?
Fine, I get it. I can't get between a woman and her daily dose of socially acceptable drugs.
I'm still confused on why you have that thing. Obviously, it's because my talent requires me to work my butt off from dusk till dawn.
That's so. What's your name and title?
Konishi Chikuma Konishi. I am the ultimate extreme couponer.
Okay, man.
I like her glasses.
What a wonderful title! I sometimes wish I was called the ultimate extreme activist.
If you were an extreme activist, you'd probably be in prison. Or dead.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So you're good at saving money then? Only the greatest in Japan! Stores downright hate me. I think some of them actually owe me money.
As they should. It's only fair to punish them for the relentless price gouging.
There's even been times where I've been cleaning their shelves bare with my trusty grimoire. Your grimoire? I'm a master in the art of coupon collecting. The grimoire is my 70-pound coupon binder. The spells of the grimoire have dark functions indeed, able to sway any retail worker into parting with the stock of their corporate overlords. I gather these powerful hexes from tattered magazines, discarded cereal boxes, and my neighbor's trash bins.
Stealing from your neighbors? That's almost as bad as straight-up shoplifting.
Shops are way too heavy to be lifted. They're like 50 tons of concrete.
Womp womp.
Plus, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Survive? Surely that's an exaggeration. Nope! I was super poor when I first started building my coupon collection. Like, super poor! With 10 U's! I dined with rats and ate microwave dirt. I lived in a mud shack next to a radioactive coal factory.
Wow. It must have been so hard for you.
But after a few years of being thrifty, I'm finally living my best life. At this point, I've accumulated enough coupons to last me and the fam 3 lifetimes. Wow, really? Say, you don't have any coupons you could share, do you?
Are you okay?
Yes. Whoa! They wants it. They wants it, but they can't have it.
Weirdo.
It's okay, precious Grimoire. Mommy won't let him get his filthy hands on you. Chikuma continues muttering to the book, occasionally stopping to shoot a dirty look in our direction.
Well then, we best get going.
Maru and I cautiously back away from her, holding our hands in the air like a pair of wanted criminals. Halt!
Gah!
Retreat 10 paces! Arms down and palms up! Yes, ma'am. Maru and I are so thoroughly shocked by the forcefulness of her command that we oblige without protest. The stranger will point out some disinfectant spray and begins flooding our hands with a deluge of chemicals.
Ew, why'd you give us so much?
Your hands are covered with the filth of pestilence, viruses, bacteria, fungi, and parasites, the servants of the White Horsemen. Not a soul in this wretched place has a sense of proper hygiene, touching all those filthy puzzle mechanisms with their unkempt hands. I plan to remedy that. Due to the absence of clean water, we'll have to make do with our disinfectants, and lots of it. Is it really okay to be this worried about a few germs? I mean, over a dozen Ultimates have been kidnapped. We stumbled upon a massive conspiracy. I rub my hands anxiously, worrying the excessive amounts of disinfectant might somehow damage my skin. She must have been using some kind of strange formula, too. All of it is already dissolved. A few! A few! Oh, were it not for my chemical baptism, millions of microbes would be crawling on your fingertips, writhing, feasting, and multiplying without restraint. They'll be back. The remaining 1% of bacteria will rally the forces and bring down an infectious apocalypse.
Man, you keep getting the yellers.
Yeah, I know.
Ew, the 1%.
Is your talent related to killing germs or something? I mean, I'd be surprised if you're this passionate about anything else. I do not merely kill germs. I purge their material vessels with my weapons of alchemy and send them back to their infernal masters. I am Uta Kawagichi, the ultimate epidemiologist. Forgive me for my typo and the blasphemy, but wash your goddamn hands! I really like this character, too. I got a good cast this time.
Epinetopology?
Oh,
Is
that's
that
what
even
I
a
use
real
for my
word?
allergies. EpiPen.
Epipentopology.
Real as the word of God. I study disease outbreaks and their countermeasures. You'll find that the best countermeasure is basic personal hygiene. Many epidemics could have been prevented this way. An idea I find deeply frustrating. Think of the lives that we've lost, that will continue to be lost, all preventable if just a few people weren't so hygienically challenged.
Oof.
Right. We get it. However, I suppose I should rest my efforts for a while. My disinfectant supplies are waning, and chasing all of you down to enforce cleanliness standards is bound to cause cross-contamination. So, you've all stumbled upon a bit of luck, it seems. Feel free to muck around in your filth to your heart's content. How generous of you. In the meantime, I'll search relentlessly for the sinner who trapped us in this disease-riddled hovel. The state of their hideout mirrors their soul. Vile to its core, I shall take it upon myself to cleanse their entire being.
You aren't gonna, like, make them swallow hand sanitizer, will you?
We'll see. The depths of their villainy may require experimental treatment. She scans the room for eyes a pair of daggers. For her eyes, a pair of daggers. Sorry, I'm running out of air. And her spray bottle at the ready. Remind me not to get on her bad side.
Hero, something's off here.
What's up?
We've talked to every ultimate, explored every open passage, and yet there's still no sign of Girl A.
Wait, you're right. I glance around the room, unable to find anyone that matches Girl's admittedly vague description.
Do you think the corrupt mayor and Smurfette just made her up?
That's incredibly disrespectful. No, maybe there's some kind of ultimate hide-and-seek expert or something.
Or maybe, just putting it out there, they're the ones who kidnapped us, and they've been hiding in some kind of hidden room the whole time.
Danganronpa never does that. Maru, cut it out. I genuinely don't believe that any of our kidnappers are in the room with us.
What, the ultimate hide-and-seek artist? Why not? It'd make for quite the shocking reveal.
Why would any of them risk their own safety when they could just watch us from afar? Doesn't make any sense.
Don't go derailing my argument with logic. Fine, we'll keep looking. Should we check the circular door again? We never managed to unlock it, did we?
It was locked up pretty tightly when we last checked. Maru ignores me and approaches the door. She proceeds to pound on it as hard as she can.
Let us out or I'll have everyone gang up and blow up this door off its goddamn hinges! Locking over a dozen people in a tiny cramped room? Stealing their belongings? Who the fuck do you think you are, airport sick... What?
What's wrong? Why did you...
Monkey!
Monkey.
Oh.
Oh, girl. The circular door hangs slightly ajar. A maleficent figure lurks on the other side. It glowers at us. Maru and I freeze in place, suddenly afflicted by a sense of sheer terror. Without warning, the wooden door slithers open, and the shadowy beyond is cast into light. Hello there. Ah!
Ah!
My sincerest apologies. I didn't mean to frighten you. The strange woman quietly adjusts her glasses and peers at us. You must be Hiroaki Yuzuki and Maruyoko Kume, correct? Huh? You know our names?
Of course she does. She's clearly the one who trapped us all here. Just look at her fancy outfit, her ID card, her glasses. She's just like some kind of privately contracted security officer.
Oh my, I was told you all possess colorful personalities, but never mind. There's quite an innocent reason why I know your name, Maru. I'm one of Bikukukawa's instructors. Huh?
Bullshit. Aren't you a little too young for that?
That's awfully sweet of you, but no, I'm just your teacher, or at least I was supposed to be.
How on earth are we supposed to know you're legit? It's not like they told any of us how this is supposed to work.
You can take a closer look at my ID if you wish, Maru. Despite these unforeseen circumstances, it's nice to meet so many of my pupils.
It's a cool twist.
I'm Shiori Nakagawa, Ultimate Instructor for the Academy's 17th class. You can also call me Professor, or even just Miss N. Yeah, that's cool. These guys are so deranged to even kidnap their instructor.
Yeah.
So sad.
Oh, that makes sense why they're
Nakagawa.
17 then.
Yeah, I think I've heard that name before. Yeah, I'm sure of it. She's definitely a teacher here. Maru, who's been vigorously studying Professor Nakagawa's ID card, seems to arrive at a similar conclusion.
Crap, she's not lying.
You see, Maru? She's trustworthy.
Still, it was a little strange. After that email thing we talked about, I really thought the school faculty was the ones responsible for this.
No, I promise. I played no part in this. I didn't even wake up until I heard your frantic knocking. It comes as quite a shock to me that so many people were trapped in this basement. Yet, what I find even more distressing is how they all seem to be my students. Ah, Yuraki and Maru, you found someone else. The other Ultimates, no longer distracted by their own conversations, finally start to take note of us. I'm afraid this isn't our teammate, however.
Yeah, ours is way more quiet. Such egregious wardrobe choices, all of you. Does a single one of you know what a mirror is? Hey, be considerate. This is our teacher you're talking to. Teacher?
Hello, everyone. I'm Professor Shiori Nakagawa, but you can just call me Miss M.
Hold on, you're our instructor. Who are we gonna meet next? The Prime Minister?
Are you kidnapped too, Shiori? Idiots. She's probably the one who brought us here. Was this all some form of poorly planned school orientation?
What sort of orientation involves life-threatening escape rooms?
Escape rooms? Guys, wait. I'm sure she's a victim, just like the rest of us. You're telling me not even teachers are safe from the clutches of our kidnappers?
Oh man, they're definitely in some deep shit. Fellow peers, there is no need for hysterics. We must remain
If it wasn't the school that's responsible for this, maybe we should consider a supernatural explanation. The Lord works in mysterious ways, but this strikes me as a tad too far.
Does anyone have any idea what's going on here? Everyone, please. I'm aware that our situation leaves much to be desired, but if we could just...
A palpable tension permeates the room, growing higher with every passing moment. Maru, could I borrow your megaphone for just a second?
I don't know. I'm usually opposed to authority figures who seize control of the communication technology.
Please, it's urgent.
Fine, maybe just for a bit.
Before Maru finishes speaking, President Nakagawa snatches the megaphone from her hands and brings it to her mouth. Everyone, listen up! Ooh, song. The
Yeah.
crowd falls into a stunned silence. Shoko opens his mouth to speak, but is quickly shushed by the people around him. I guess Maru was right. People really do listen to whoever has a megaphone. Since we find ourselves in a delicate situation, I think it's best for me to be as concise and transparent as possible. Like the rest of you, I was departing for the school, alone, before suddenly passing out on the boat. I haven't a single clue to what's going on. However, in the short time I've been awake, I've learned a potentially disturbing piece of information. This underground location we're trapped in is beneath Bitokukawa Academy.
No!
What the fuck? What? Another round of murmurs materializes but fades soon enough.
That's not nice!
Hey, that's not nice! Settle down, settle down. This is the basement section of the school's assembly building. I woke up upstairs a few minutes ago and glanced outside to confirm our location. You didn't search any of it in depth? No, I didn't want to run headfirst into a potentially dangerous situation, especially not alone.
Why would they have this huge basement just just ready for kidnappings. Oh shit.
This area was mainly used for storage. There were no escape rooms or anything of the sort just last year, I assure you. I know I don't have much information for you, but please know that I'm putting my full efforts into keeping all of you safe. It's been quite a shock to me as well. Today was supposed to be our opening ceremony. A proud day. Tainted by a set of mysterious crimes. That is why I want you all to put your trust in me and work together, if only for now. As the ultimate instructor, I promise you, we will leave this place unharmed. We all stare in awe as Shiori calmly hands the megaphone back to a displeased, yet nonetheless impressed Maru. While the rest of us have been senselessly bickering their entire time, it had only taken a few minutes to regain her composure and take the lead. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm on her side. Take it away, Teach! Tell us what to do to get out of this mess. Yes, I am confident in our instructor's ability to handle this crisis. I am sure we'll uncover the truth shortly. The previously rowdy crowd of students begins bringing themselves into order, proactively discussing their next steps. Is this what a class led by ultimate instructors feels like? If so, then I definitely made the right choice in coming here. Oh, monkey.
What? Is that all it takes for you to trust her?
Huh? We all turn towards the source of the voice.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
I have a few questions for you, Professor. And depending on how you answer, we'll see if you really are just a victim in this whole situation.
It's...
Girl A! Stop calling me that.
The woman strolls into the room, a resolute expression firmly planted upon her face. She had spoken with extreme confidence and poise, but from where I was standing, I could see that her shoulders were trembling. Oh dear. There were some rather provocative statements.
I'm so confused. Who's the random loner? I mean, she sounds like she knows what she's talking about. First of all, why were you alone while traveling into the island? I know for a fact that ultimate instructors were accompanied by a secretary at all times when they're on official business.
Well...
Furthermore, it makes no sense that you'd only arrive at the school today. It's the opening ceremony. You should have been on the island for at least a week already, handling preparations with the rest of the faculty.
Who is she? She seems to know a lot about the school, but to barge in here and start conflict like this, it's... I quell my emotions and try to think.
And finally, while the rest of us were locked in these rooms, you were kept in a place where you could glance outside and access the entire campus.
The fact that the professor isn't saying anything really isn't helping.
I think I have a better idea of what's going on here. You, and possibly a few others, sent those emails to us so we would isolate ourselves on those speedboats. You placed a timing-triggered sleeping agent on each boat so that by the time we arrived at the school, each of us would be unconscious. You and your accomplices hauled us from the beach over to this building and ran to those rooms, which you rigged with the deadly puzzle mechanisms over spring break. Finally, you locked the circular door and waited for all of us to solve the escape rooms, so you could barge in and pretend to be one of the victims, right or wrong.
Shit.
Oh my god. Did she actually? If she was lying about all that stuff, how do we know if her name is actually Shiori? Her ID checks out.
Given the fact we've never seen one before, forging a real instructor's ID would be a simple task. So, she's not actually one of the teachers here.
That would be a monstrous revelation. Fraud of such an esteemed ultimate is the highest crime one could commit. Other than murder, of course.
Please! Just like before, the room descends into havoc, though this time with a much more negative and horrified tone directed at the professor, who seems completely taken aback by Girl A's accusations, unable to utter a single word in response.
I think it's best if you quietly surrender and tell us what you're planning.
No, I don't think I can let this happen. This is all just a misunderstanding. I know it is. I need to step in there, even if it means I have to bring up that. Wait, just one question, Girl A.
Ugh.
How did you know about everything she said? You weren't here when Professor Nakagawa introduced herself.
After you and your team members left your escape room, I slipped inside when you were busy with that statue. I've been listening ever since. Hey! Why'd you do that? We've been worried sick. Running off by yourself in such a bad situation. That's really, really dangerous. Hiding was safer than simply hanging out in the open like the rest of you. If there was someone dangerous in the building, and there is, I wouldn't have been sitting duck. I only left my hiding place once I realized their goal was manipulation, not murder.
That's fair, I guess. There's just one problem with your theory.
Yes?
Bitokukawa actually has been a bit of an administrative mess for the past few months. That would explain why Professor Nakagawa didn't have a secretary, or why she couldn't meet with the other faculty before the opening ceremony. Everyone's been scrambling to keep things together. So much of the old protocol was abandoned. Interesting. Oh yeah! I think I remember what happened now. So do I! The old headmaster, he got arrested and fired from his job, didn't he? Yeah, they tried to contain the scandal to local stations, but if you both heard of it... What was he fired for? Sorry, I rarely pay attention to these kind of things.
I'm pretty sure he killed someone.
Really? I thought it was just an accident. I mean, he got off on a light sentence during the trial. I heard he was hiding human remains, possibly inside this very basement.
What?
We've been stepping on graves, plus our noble footwear and cotton socks. I was joking, though I wouldn't rule it out either. You fear-mongering fishmonger!
I see. So the involuntary departure of the headmaster explains Professor Nagakawa's actions.
What do you say, Professor? Am I right? As a matter of fact, you are correct. The truth is, I'm not at liberty to speak on the matter. I'm under a strict non-disclosure agreement for these kinds of topics. Yeah, there's already been a lot of bad press with the school lately, so I can see why. As for why the professor was kept separate from us, perhaps our abductors didn't want her to help us with any of the escape rooms. She would have been able to calm her group down and get them to work together, which isn't exactly how most of our teams behaved. It also could have been like a numbers thing. 17 doesn't divide evenly into much, you know? There are 17 of us in total, right? I've never been great with keeping track of these things.
That's idiotic. This is just an open and shut case of a poorly prepared criminal getting caught in their lies. Could it be any more obvious? I believe Hiroaki's theory is accurate, though it doesn't explain everything about the situation. It helps to shed light on many of the things the professor said. Throwing around such bold claims will do nothing to ease our distrust and hostility. It's best to remain calm, and if stronger evidence comes up, we can follow it to its logical conclusion.
Listen, I know you're just trying to help, in your own way at least. But why don't you tell us your name and talent first? I think that would be a good start.
I'm not telling you that.
She's Hyde Osako, the ultimate theorist. Hide, my bad. The ultimate theorist.
Damn.
Fair enough, then. That's why she went crazy. I see. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Hide wasn't trying to start anything out of ill intent. She's just used to theorizing about things. When Professor Nakagawa first appeared, she took it as an opportunity to use her talent for our sake.
That's not even close to how it... Never mind. So, Miss N wasn't behind this after all? Thanks for getting me riled up for nothing, Gil A.
Well then, since I managed to turn the conversation around, I should try to change the subject.
And we'll change the subject in the next episode!
In the next one.
Thanks for watching, y'all.
Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be back very shortly with the third part and probably the final one.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
So, see you then. Bye-bye.